Cool. Cool. See. Alright, cool. See. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So can I do the Duh, duh.
and your parents and your auntie and uncle living in your home, it doesn't mean you have to listen to what they think is cool. And premium family means you don't have to. Family members living under the same roof can enjoy listening to music ad free on up to 6 premium accounts for just $99.99 a month. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, person in the chat. Hi, person in the chat. Doot, 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 doot. Welcome. Please subscribe. Looks great. Thank you. This is like my manga that I'm working on. It's the first chapter that I'm working on right now. Atya! Hello! Sorry. I'm a bit nervous while doing this. It's so like it's so weird talking while I'm drawing. Well, not talking while I'm doing drawing and talking is not the problem. It's just like when people's watching you, it's a bit awkward. But I'm trying to get things done tonight. So last time I showed you, I got this done. So I was doing this. I think I was doing this yesterday. I was doing this yesterday. Yesterday last night. I was working on this. Yeah, I hate crowd scenes, but they're so much fun to work on. Took you long enough. I'm sorry. Okay. Jeez. So how did the interview go, Atia? How long is see. Okay, back to. Whoops. Mm. Okay, so um okay, the story. So my story is based on these two characters. Sorry, is based on two characters, the elf and who's this other dude? and this guy. They so in the first chapter, it's well when it comes out, through some uncertain means they get teleported to a different. They get teleported to a different to teleported through some means they get teleported to a different area, and then through circumstances events they basically find some sort of some sort of artifact. Now he needs to make a choice between um now he needs to make his choice with sorry, I'm just so sorry, I'm just so nervous when talking. Okay, cool. So my story is a mixture of seinen and chocolate, and is a mixture of seinen manga with a bit of like action, and there's a little bit of shoujo. So the story goes is that him and the elf are longtime friends since childhood, but because of circumstances that have forced them to go apart. So she's trying to confess to him, and trying to make up for the things for the s- for trying to make up for what happened in the past, because she still believes she was the one that caused them to drift apart, and then because he is considered a monster amongst the peers in the school because of what happened back then. So um and if you look at the color here, sorry, okay, I'm not gonna talk much about it, but essentially he can't do anything. He's essentially a slave to the academy he goes to. He's considered a monster. He's considered a threat. Well, in this world they call it a level S threat. That's that's why he has this collar on it, and why he's constantly monitored by the staff and the people of the academy. So essentially, one thing leads to another in the story is where they find themselves trapped in this. Basically, they're trapped and they've managed to get back. They're given they're given a choice between giving his freedom back, but he doesn't getting his freedom back, but they doing a series of dangerous missions. And if you can complete those missions and get all of these things called the artifacts backed and return it, you will get his freedom, and you'll be recognized as a proper peer of the academy. Not just the academy, but you also be recognized as a citizen. So people won't. So you'll have full citizenship, and you won't be monitored as he is now. But as much as you think he would want something like that, he doesn't know what he wants. If that makes sense. So he's struggling to, if he really wants anything different. I don't know. There's a sorry, I'm just so nervous to explain this. But yeah, that's the gist of it. So essentially, he wants to get no, not that he wants, but his goal is to like get his freedom by collecting these artifacts. And the elf, whose name is Alyssa, what her goal is to help him to finally get his freedom. So that's where their two goals align in the story. It's a story with that involves a lot of magic and different like um, magical species. So think elves, fairies, orcs, those kind of things. But I wanted to like I've never seen okay, I haven't seen much like fantasy stories taking a take in like the modern setting. So I wanted to try tackle that within my story because I love magic. I've been like a fan of like stories like Harry Potter, like any type of like fantasy story. I've always been a major like fan of, and I never seen stories where they tackle with seen stories where they tackle magic in like modern or not as much, and that's one of the reasons why. And the other reason why I'm making this is because I love like uh so I love like tackling questions like who am I, why I'm here, stuff like those. But yeah, that's that's the basic premise of it. Obviously, I'm probably gonna shorten it a lot. Okay, cool. So what am I doing? Okay, I'm drawing. I think I can try aiming to like draw. Try tackling this page. Yeah, why not? Let's go. So essentially, have to ink this page, but see if I can just save time. See, chip, chip, chip. Just gonna cheat it by a lot. Stupid. But yeah, tell me who you are. If you got any like feedback, um, like what do you think can make it sound better? If this, or if I'm studying too much and you didn't get anything, let me know, and I'll probably like try to explain it a bit better. Thank you for joining the stream so much. Cool. Oh, sorry. So he's originally from a city that's long. He's originally from a city called the. Well, not well. Technically he doesn't have a city anymore. So I can't spoil that part, and sorry if I gave away spoiler. Well, spoiler where is he originally from? The city he's originally from is long gone. That's all I can say. Um, yeah, so the city he's originally from is long gone. That's all I can say for now. So he doesn't belong to any city. He's essentially just uh, he's essentially just found roaming and under some like a he's essentially just found by like the one of the staff in the academy. Cool. See if I can. Du-du-du-du-du. See, fingers are always such tricky things to do. Thanks for the answering. Love a character with a sad backstory. Thanks for answering. No problem. Um, I I mostly gravitate. So a lot of the stories like that is like inspiration to this. If I have to think of some, it's a mixture of Berserk and a lot of like shonen slash like seinen manga that I love. So I love like the dynamic of like characters inside of Berserk, and then I love like power systems. Like if I have to think of a really cool, I I'm trying to think of a really cool power system that way I get a lot of my ideas from. Um, I'm trying to think. Shit. Trying to think of like really cool power systems. God, I know this, but I'm struggling to like trying to remember now. Think. Hmm. Magi was cool. I don't know if you know what Magi is, but Magi is also pretty cool. I think I used a little bit of Magi. No, actually, you know what manga I actually like love looking at like certain power system and I like the idea is like yeah, what's this manga called? Witchet Atelier. Um, really cool manga if you want to check that out. It's a very wholesome one, but I like how they. So in that manga, they have like the way they use magic is that they have to like memorize like the letters, right? Which is like they need to memorize like how to write like the actual magic symbol. So if they have to write something like this, but it needs to like be in a perfect like order. Otherwise, the magic won't work, and I thought that's really cool. Um, and one of the other like, well, if I think about like inspiration, I think of um, one of my favorite like RPG games is this game called Golden Sun, and then I think in terms of power system for this manga, I used a little bit of like obviously I use it a lot from like different manga, but one of the ones I use is from a game called like Fear and Hunger, which is a bit hectic, but yeah. Do, 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 do. Oh, then we friends, we best friends now. Cause Witchet Atelier is like I own like the physical copy of the manga, so like it's so good. I wanted to get another volume at some point, but yeah, if I can ever find it. Witchet Atelier is so good. See, cool, cool. I think this panel's done, and then I can just draw. Actually, if you see this angle, you would see the table though. Yeah, you would see the table. So I should actually just do the table here. Actually, you wouldn't see it there since this is gonna be cut off. Cool. C, Shift C. Actually, oh, this is gonna be covered up with like a speech bubble, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Throw it in the background there. Besties, yeah, besties for life. Let's see. Oh, and in terms of action, if I think of like really cool action manga or stuff like that I really love, it's like a mixture of lots also. So for action, I like looking at One Punch Man, One Punch Man for one, Solo Leveling. Actually, actually, when I think about it, my favorite manga that they do like one of my favorite mangas that does like a really good power system, and it's not talked about as much. Is actually Omniscient in the Leader. It's so good, so stupidly good. I would say that's even better than Solo Leveling, because a lot of people hypes up Solo Leveling now. Back when people didn't know what Solo Leveling was about, but now everybody's now, but no one's like talking much about like Omniscient Leader, which is a shame because that manga is like insanely good, like highly underrated. I would even say. I mean, unless you into manhwa, that people will talk about it. But like, it's so good. I heard it's getting the anime soon, so I'm hoping like they do a really good job on it. Okay, that's done. I don't know if I want to do this one. This one is a bit. This one is gonna be. I'm thinking now. I probably have to do the text first before I can finish this one. Yeah. Let me just rather do these because I know where the text will be. I'll start with this one. Control B. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, Shift A, Shift P. Alright, let's get to it. See if the brush size is alright. 12. I like to start with the eyes. Orc. Ominous Leader is best. It's just superior. I heard it's getting live action. No! I'm sorry, I just have to stop. Like, why does it need like a live action? Why? No. It will work. It works so well as an anime, not a live action. Sorry, as you can tell, I'm not a big fan of live actions. Aside from a few, like they're not done properly. If that makes sense. Like, it's just come on, why? Why does Solo Leveling get a better treatment than what Ominously the fans is getting right now? I really don't want a live action. Jeez. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. I'm just like so sick of like live action stuff like that. Cool. uh, Sorry, I was just looking on the message on my phone. See. Okay, why am I doing this? I can just look to here. Cool. Why is it not? Damn it! I just closed my thingy. Wait a second. I just need to get that back. We have to see how the live action goes. Like, I guess I'm not a fan of live actions either. Yeah. I mean, who is? I mean, and it's theoretically speaking, the only really good live action in my opinion, only really good live action is Rurouni Kenshin, and maybe just maybe the One Piece one, because I saw a couple of episodes of the One Piece one. I don't agree with all the changes they did, but I thought it was really cool. I think they got like Zoro and Sanji down though. But the Rurouni Kenshin one, yo, you gotta check that one out. Ooh, that one is so good. Drawing, just drawing. See. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Let me know because because I've been told that when I draw it look like I'm spinning around on purpose, but spinning it around too much it causes a lot of nausea or something like that. See, do. But in terms of like manga and manhwa or anything like that, what's like your favorite to like watch or read? Right now, I was reading this one manhwa called The Range of the Bloodhound, which has some really cool like action moments in it. Um, but yeah, but that kinda I caught up, and now I'm regretting that I caught up because now I have to wait a while for it to finish. I have to wait for a while till it like comes back from my ears, which is like just like a curse, like when you're reading, when catching up to mangas and manhwas. Do. I also need to catch up with Omnis Leader. I'm so behind on that. And apparently, like once you caught up, apparently the real story starts from what I've heard from some people, which is wild to say like the real story starts after 100 chapters. Cool. Do. God, it's so hard to draw uh, certain curves. It annoys me a lot. If any like curves like these or like you know that weird curves that goes like this. Favorite manga is Jujutsu Kaisen, and for manhwas, obviously, Ominous Leader. Ah, a woman of culture. I see. How do you feel about the new? How do you feel about the new chapters? I've just been hearing like mixed, like just mixed, like just mixed reviews on it. Some people liked it, and some people absolutely hated it. Do. Cool. Let me just finish this one panel, and I'm just gonna eat quick. Uh, do. I should also catch up with Jujutsu Kaisen as well. Well, actually, I know half of the stuff that already happened because just spoilers. Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I started reading manga, is because when Attack on Titans was still out, I actually what was it? Attack on Titan season 3. When that was still airing, um, I couldn't wait too long because that couldn't wait too long. And I remember they went on a break, and then I started excuse me, I started to like read the manga because I couldn't hate it because I couldn't wait that long. um, my latest for JJK, I'd say fitting. I understand Some people wanted things to go differently, but the way it's going. Sorry, give me a sec. But the way it's going now is just fits the story better in my opinion. Okay. Then I don't understand why would people have a problem with the ending. Not the ending, the recent chapters. Hmm. I mean, people are always gonna have a problem with the when the manga starts to end. I mean, look there with Attack on Titans. Although, to be fair to Attack on Titans, I also didn't agree to the Attack on Titans fans. I didn't also agree with the ending because I felt like with that ending, it felt like God. I can't talk about it without spoiling you. Have you seen Attack on Titans? The last chapters. Da-da-da. Cool. I don't know if I'm happy with these folds. I might just need to redo them. Or yeah. I'll have a look again. Maybe I'll feel different later on. We fill those in black ink. See how iconic hair will go. So yeah, I can't please everybody when it comes to ending manga, and yeah, I know how it ends. Okay, then I don't mind saying it. Like I don't agree how Isayama ended it. Like there was some things that felt okay. Spoiler warning, whoever's in the chat. Um, so I don't agree how he ended it. Like especially there was a lot of things that was like just rushed. Like I felt like it was rushed. Just like he was probably like tired, because he was just tired of like doing this. So he had to rush and just get this out and know that he gets this out. I am going to say something. The initial ending, I did not mind it. It's only when he added those extra chapters where the those last extra the last extra pages that he added, I did not like it. I felt like that kind of I wouldn't say it it irks me, but it felt like it was just added at the very last minute to spice things up, if you get my drift. Like, well, to spice things up. Like, how do I explain it? How do I explain it in just in case if someone comes in and accidentally hears our conversation? But yeah, I don't like that he's trying to hint to something when it looked like it was it was supposed to end. Then what it looked like it was supposed to end at that point. Does that make sense? That's the one criticism I have. The other criticism is like there's a certain character, like a very like I would say she's a very like a prominent figure. I don't know what the anime did, but I remember reading the manga, and she just after like a certain point she just disappears. Like you may hear no mention of her, especially considering that she was the one that caused a lot of the problems. I'm talking about Yelena. If you can't catch on, like Yelena just fall to the cracks. Like she just fall down, and it's never brought up what happened to her. Like, does she get like some sort of like punishment for considering all the shit she's done? Like it's just like she fall on the wayside, which is like weird. That's the main point I have. Problem I have with it. But other than that, I love the story. Like I still love AOT to this day, even afterwards. Um, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but despite all that, I still love AOT. Like it's still, I remember like my one friend was so over it, and I got into it, and that's like the main manga the main anime that we used to talk about a lot in school. So it also like a special place in my heart, and it's still one of my favorites. Like I followed that for a long time. It's just like a pity that Isayama had to deal with a lot of shit from the fans. Well, I wouldn't say the fans. I would just say like these people that's online. Most of the people that actually buys the manga or at least like follows him isn't as bad as what we see online. It's just that those people are, but yeah, Twitter is just toxic. That's that's the main thing. Uh, I still love it. I still love the whole like concept of like wow, Attack on Titan still. Why can't I draw a line? You just saw me undo like 50 times by mistake. Ah! I hate doing that. It's like a digital art thing. It's just like once you see it and you start doing it, it's like no going back to it. You're gonna keep on doing it until you get that perfect line that you see. So cool. I mean, this is my character Mari, by the way. I think I've told you about it, but yeah, Mari is like Alyssa's friend, but she's a bit of a like, she's a little bit of a smart mouth. She's a little bit of a smart mouth, but she's very protected over Alyssa. It's she sees Alyssa as almost like a sister in a way. So it's like I would say yeah, they're best friends. Oh God, why? Why did I turn this into a shit, man? Ugh, flip, man. I can leave the ear there. I accidentally turned my layer into a. Doing a single line can be so fast, like you know. I used to remember I used to draw like this, like a simple like circle, like 100 times. I've gotten better at it. Yeah, I gotten better at it, but it still annoys me doing certain curves and stuff like that. But do you draw, Atya? Am I allowed to say Atya? Do. Let me just check something. I don't do all that much. What's the most difficult part to do? What's the most difficult part of the anatomy? Oh, you now you. Sorry, give me a second. No, I know you're not allowed. I don't. Okay, my bad. Then get a better username, cause I can't read that. Stay out. Stay out. Stay. Stay 08. Sounds like a predator's name. God, I'm sorry. I don't draw all that much. Oh, so you do draw a bit. Okay, nice. What's the most difficult part of the anatomy to draw? God, most difficult part to draw. If you ask like any artist, they're gonna immediately say the back. The back is the most difficult part to draw. Especially with all your muscles intact, because if you see like this, there's a muscle around here, there's a muscle here, and it connects right there. So there's a muscle that connects down here, the muscle connects down there, and yeah, the back has so many muscles that is so like a pain in the ass to remember. It's you basically have to build your muscle memory. Just say it again, okay? You have to build your muscle memory on how to draw certain things, especially when the back is like, especially, it's quite difficult because you have to memorize like your lats, your lower back side. Especially if you're doing male figures, male anatomy for manhwas and like action manga, you have to like memorize it a bit. Or you can just approach it how Baki does it. Give it the devil back treatment. Just draw it with a devil back. Okay, cool. This is at least. But yeah, back muscles is like a pain in the ass. But if you back muscle, I would also agree with people. But some people say hands is worse to draw. Although in my personal opinion, hands is it's tricky at first. Don't get me wrong. I also struggle drawing this. But once you recognize the main poses, so like here's your pinky or land, here's your what do you call that that hand that's like in the like after your middle finger? I forgot. Your index hand. So something like that. Like once you get down to it and you break it down in simple shapes, hands is so easy to draw that it's stupid. Like people still say hands is like difficult to draw. Because you're only gonna draw certain shapes with your hands, and you're not gonna use every like known shape to into your mind. And even that, you're going to like try to cheat it, or like JoJo just gives massive muscles. Oh, interesting fact about JoJo. JoJo actually took a lot of its inspiration from Fist of the North Star. If you Google it, Fist of the North Star, almost every shot is like, which is actually worse than JoJo. Like if you thought the masculinity is so bad there, well, it's not bad, but like Fist of the North Star takes it a step further. Like every time he does like his power pose, like his shirt just rips open. And then it's just like, it's such a good manga, but like it does that every time. I just like, what the fuck? Why do you need to add this? Yeah. But yeah, muscles are, in terms of muscles, the back muscles are the most difficult to draw. But and some people say like your legs is actually the hardest to draw. Your leg anatomy. And it's kind of hard to do because you have to memorize these upper muscles. But it just depends on that person. What is the hardest for me to do? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what's the hardest for me to do. Worse than Joe. There's something worse than JoJo. Oh man, yo, come back to me and read like 1 or 2 pages and come back to me. Oh, there's always something worse than JoJo. Like in terms of that, Baki, but JoJo wish it can be as weird as Baki. Like there's literally this one scene where they like shot a guy through the head and he's still living. It was that moment that I knew that Baki characters are both different. God, I wanna watch Baki like ever since I saw some of the weird shit that it has. Like how do you like Baki characters don't have superpowers, but there's literally a one scene where there was a massive earthquake happening, and then Yuji Hama just basically hits his hand. He just hits his hand against. He just hits his fist against the ground, and he's magically stopped the earth from shaking. He magically just stopped it because that just shows how strong he is. Which is like, what? Oh god. And there was another episode where Baki, the main character, right, he was trying to like get better at fighting. So what he did is start to do shadow boxing, which is like a normal like technique that boxers do. But then he takes it a step further. It's like every like hit he gets, every hit like the shadow that he thinks in his head throws, he gets damage from that. Which is so weird. I'm looking at this one. Oh, it's so weird. I won't even lie to you. JoJo's mangaka is my master at drawing legs. Yeah, and also too. Horses too. Like he's like insanely good at drawing horses. And no, this isn't a joke. Like one of the hardest things to draw for comic book artists and or like any artist in general is a horse. That motherfucker that motherfucker is worse to draw because they have so many muscles to worry about. So, JoJo's mangas. Dude. Alright. That's basically done, I think. And I'll just do. I don't know how I feel about this one. This one doesn't feel like a. Okay, let me just draw this chair in indication of a chair. Quick. Actually. Let me try drawing next. Local. Lesser. Excuse me. Doop. So we're gonna do it's going looking down. Now it just looks like it's just blushing. That's not what I want. Okay, cool. So that's that. So yes, yeah. Do. Just trying to get this done. Mm. I think no expression works a lot better. I might just need to look at this later again. Yeah, I do that. So whenever I'm not happy with something, I end up like redrawing that over again. Having a look and see if I can try redoing what I did previously. Because I'm constantly trying to learn and improve. See. So. So. Oh! What's the hardest thing for me to do? Out of my head. I guess I don't have a thing that I could think of that is like hard for me to draw. But I do sometimes have struggle like trying to capture like facial expressions that's inside of my head. Like proper like facial expressions. I always try to like push them a bit further. And I still don't feel like my facial expressions are still there yet. But I still have time, so I will try to keep like pushing, trying to get better at it. Please subscribe. I have this one friend that like also does streaming, and he's like constantly like saying please subscribe. It's almost like his catchphrase almost. Practice makes permanent, and all you're already doing great. Thank you. It's my first time doing stuff like this, so I'm a bit still nervous and trying to get used to it. But thank you for joining the stream. Cool. I'm just going to delete. I'm using something called vector layers because we are not in the Stone Ages. Vector layers is so good because you can like literally you can do a lot of things with it. So let's say I want to do a line there, or it like goes a bit over. I can use this line called the vector brush. Watch this. It takes the things away. Or if I draw on top and I just want that one line, and I can do that. It's such a good. It's the main reason why I bought Clip Studio Paint. Practice makes permanent, and you're already doing practice makes permanent. Oh yeah, I did say that. See how this goes. And then the other thing I need to do here is quickly do a chair. I'm gonna use 15. Why is this doing that? Why is it? Why is it doing something weird? Probably just my. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing now. Okay, that's my bad. Cool. I was wondering why was it doing that. Cool. So what do you think of the stream so far? Are you enjoying what you see? Hello. Actually, see like this. Actually, I'm gonna do it here because it makes sense to do it here. I need to do a lot of perspective studies. Oh, I think I know what actually I'm struggling with. Perspective shots. Like certain perspective shots are a pain to do for me. That's like the one thing I could say that I'm working a lot on. And environments. Environments is a pain. That's the one, two things. I know it's not like anatomy, but those are like the two things that still irks me to this day, and I want to get better at those. But like you said, practice makes permanent, and you keep doing, and you keep trying. Thank you. I have to go. Bye. Stay O8. Stay OT8. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I think I'm only gonna stream for a couple more minutes, and then I'm probably gonna call it here. Yeah, not bad. And got a decent amount of things done. Bye. I'll see you later, man. Thank you again for coming. Alright, let's get back to it. Sorry about that. I was just eating real quick. Should actually have something for that. I should like do some dip. I think I'm gonna do this. See, this actually looks really cool. What's wrong? do.
Let your playlists shine. With Spotify Premium, listen to your music without hearing ad breaks and keep moving to non-stop jams. Get 3 free months right now and cancel anytime. Tap the banner to learn more.
When I'm sober, I might testify that this world has fallen out of place. For the few that always touch the sky, I don't want spacious. I miss my roses,
Do.
and I won't call you, 'cause I'm too fake. Like nowadays, I better might know myself, but thank God I found this room. I love it. I love it. I love myself, but thank God I found this room. I love it. I love it. Then my daddy called me yesterday, and he cried into my phone about that love, that kind that he forgot, since he left his family all alone. I don't know why I feel all embraced, and I know my heart ain't built to please, but I came back and forth to chase my tracks and drove where I ain't supposed to know it. Some gold, a face so shine, a friend so cold. Some gold, a place so high, and friends so cold.
Ooh. I think I got a good 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. Nah, but 10 minutes. I think for next 5 or 10 minutes, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah. I think I made good progress. I managed to complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay, that one doesn't count. I could just do this. Just do this one. Do, 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 do. Oof. Yeah. I'll fix it now. I'll fix this in a sec. Always flip your canvas. Hey, new person in the chat, how you doing? I need to stop doing that. I need to stop like going in and out. This is what I have this for, so I don't know why I still do it. Pardon me. How you doing in person in the chat? Please subscribe. Cool. So, please subscribe, new person in the chat. Nah, it's fine. But I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing hope you have an awesome day wherever you are, man. This is I'm currently working on my manga. If you're wondering, this is my manga called Mercury in Retrograde, and yeah, it's like my first like manga that I've. So it's like my debut manga that I'm working on.
Mama, I knew I was bout it. Way before venue was crowded. Way before Kevin pull up with that reverend. I told him the level, go fuck on the feelings, don't nut on the face. Trust me, I feel like the man. Trust me, I feel like the wop. Rock. You can depend on the stock. Watch. Bitch, I got 10 in the pot. Pot. All of my limits could die. All of y'all niggas, all of my limits could die. Look at you timid as fucking, you holding me up and I'm trying to be Nicki Minaj. Rich as a bitch in a drop. Rich as a bitch. Rich as my bitch on the side. Oh, I got more than you know. Oh, I got. Look, watch. Spill out your soul in that closet. Don't question your passion. We flip every fucker. We couldn't be acid. It got me so high that I look like I'm passive. Bitch, don't you know?
Do.
Bitch, have you tutored the pastor?
Please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Was a casket. I had that bitch looking like all that shit that I write in. That shit was so good that I passed it. Bust that shit straight out the plastic. Bitch, I ain't good, bitch, I'm crafty. I wanna piss on a rapper. I just got hookers and pampers. Niggas line up when I practice. I'm not a savage. I don't do shit just to do it. It's going precise as we planned it. I'm just a bandit. Plus I might sharp as a tackle or a guillotine right at your family. Keep it so candid. Knock it like she's in some candy. You down for this shit or you branded? Find a mechanic. Tell him I pay him in fabric. 3,500 in traffic. Nigga, I'm savage. I look more Cuban than Maverick. The metal, the two of the hammer. Nigga, I'm savage. Wait. Hey. Wait. Nigga, I'm savage. I look more Cuban than Maverick. The metal, the two of the hammer. Nigga, I'm savage.
Do. Do. Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for everybody for joining this thing, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.